Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving, of course, on the praise and fear to Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also, get a bonus of Apostle and Elder Millstone who do well. This your brother could come, member of the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. We're back again today with another video. And this one's going to be called March. Sorry, not March. We are in the month of July. July is Buck Moon 2025. Okay, so on Thursday, which today is the 7th, so this week on the Thursday. Okay, this week Thursday, there would be another full moon, which would be known as a buck moon, because Esau has these certain names for these things, but we also know that these are signs, okay, from the heavens, okay, for the brothers to look up at, man, okay, signs for us to see and rejoice, okay, knowing that what our salvation draweth nigh, Lord's will be a part of that number, to be the 114 and 4,000. Now, as this is going on, this is a really, really, really high spiritual month on the left-hand side. You have things such as Bohemian Grove this month, okay, the cremation of care. If you know, I might hit a little bit on that, but this is the month that these witches walk so heavy, so expect to see more a satanic activity to ramp up, okay, Esau to push forward more with his new world order, okay, Esau might have two alligator Alcatrazes, man. Okay, which now they're talking about they're putting furnaces within alligator Alcatraz. That's kind of a hard word for me to pronounce, Slovakia. Basically to burn bodies. You have Esau, he's tossing these fucking jakes off the damn cargo planes and just drop them in the fucking ocean. So, hey man, Jacob, you are in trouble, bro. Jacob, the Lord, is about to do some havoc here upon the earth, and he's giving you signs, okay, because the moon was what made for signs and seasons, man, as he goes into Genesis 1. The book of Genesis 1 verse 14, and the Elohim said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide, okay. It says the word divide there is badal, to separate, to divide, to distinguish. Okay, so these are distinguished signs, man. Okay, and the Elohim said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide, okay, to make a distinguishing sign, the day from the night, which we understand as the sun and the moon, and let them be for signs. The word signs there is a wath. Sign, signal, a distinguishing mark, a omen, okay, a miracle, a sign, a flag, a beacon, remembrance. Yeah, because the Lord said that He will put us in remembrance, okay, though we once knew this. We got it in the book of Jude, okay. Also in the book of Baruch, it speaks about us, walking in the light of the Lord. Okay, so as we're doing this, so what the Lord has given us signs and seasons, okay, to see, okay, the things going on the planet Earth. Okay, and we can link these signs up to what I like this, learning about the stars and moons and so on and so forth. I keep my head in the clouds, man. Because what the Lord YAHAWASHI said, about look up for your redemption draweth nigh. Part of us looking up is looking for these signs, man. Okay, we see the signs of Jacob's trouble. We see the RFID hit. We see the Apple BCI. We see, okay, another sign or mark, okay, coming, which is that Revelation 13 verse 16. Okay, upon the inhabitants of the earth and all the sea, and for seasons and for days and for years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Okay, so these things, okay, are and the powers made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made stars also. Okay, which stars is Oh wow, that's actually a pretty good Slocky. Yes, my mind, that makes sense. Yeah, so this month is a highly spiritual month on the left and right side. Hey, because the Lord is what? He's strengthening us, okay, to be prepared for these times. Isaiah 33 verse 6, wisdom and all speaks to be a tire, strength, salvation, the fear of the Lord YAHAWAH is his treasure. Okay, so Jacob's trouble can easily happen. As brothers say, we're one event away from shit hitting the fan. Keep that in mind. We are one event away from shit hitting the fan. Okay, one event. And the Lord can just easily have it happen like this, where hey, You wake up one morning and things just aren't the same. Okay, there's a military in the streets. Okay, you know, FEMA camps are up and going. You know, the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, has completely changed the atmosphere of this earth. And it can happen in a moment, in seconds. See, but these are signs for us to be prepared for these times. Okay, and I'm not talking about actually prepping and so on and so forth, but, you know, keep yourself spiritually prepared, because this is the times we're living in. You're going to have to solely rely upon the Spirit. Okay, it says July's full buck moon will be at its fullest on Thursday, July 10th, and will be best seen at moonrise. It's the farthest full moon from the sun all year, and one of the lowest in the sky. So the moon's gonna be very low. You know, and also the moon controls, you know, these people's moods. Of course, you understand Heavenly Father, you know, with spiritual people, but you know, the water, you know, plays a vital role. Okay, with the moon. Okay, you know, something they call high tide. You know, or even you know, when the moon is up and you're above the ocean, you really feel the current get stronger. You know, if you ever been to the beach at night, I suggest it's pretty nice. You know, especially if it's like a real nice beach. You know, you sit out there or whatever, but you know, you can really feel the tides get stronger, and you know, the body is made up of like 70% water, 80% water. Okay, so you do the math. Okay, the Lord is about to have these people go berserk, and these moons, okay, are part of those signs. These moons are part of the signs of the times, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai. It says, although the moon officially reaches its full phase at 4:38 p.m. EDT on June 10th, that moment occurs that moment occurs while the moon is still still below the horizon for the viewers in North America. The best time to see the full buck moon will be at moonrise at dusk on Thursday evening, when the moon will appear on the eastern horizon as an orange orb. So it's gonna be kind of a orangey color, you know. So, hey man, this is a sign. Okay, last week was with the strawberry moon. Okay, you had a pink moon. Okay, you had a full blue moon a couple of years ago. I mean, so things are coming up. You had the solar eclipse. Okay, you had the Great American Eclipse. Okay, so these are all heavy omens the Lord has given us. Okay, here upon the earth in these latter days. 1 second, we got some precepts, man. Is Luke 21 verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun. And this is Yahawashi speaking, man. And he's telling his disciples what will happen, okay, when he returns, okay, or the signs to look for when he is making his return. Because why? We're constantly looking for these things, man. It's not always our heads up in space and we don't know what the fuck's going on. No, we see these signs. We see what Esau establishes New World Order, this cashless society that you will have to buy and sell by way of that mark. Okay, we see what these armies being prepared, okay, in the Levant region. Okay, we see World War III arising. We see America just put a tax at a 20% tariff on Japan and North Korea, sorry, and South Korea. Okay, which they're supposed to be allies, but you see how Trump is having every one of these nations hate the whore. Okay, which they will eventually, these NATO and EU nations, which, you know, South Korea and Japan aren't part of the EU, but, you know, they will eventually burn her with fire. Okay, including these NATO and EU countries. Okay, Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. Perplexity, man. Perplexity. Okay. So the word perplexity is a state of one who is in perplexity. Okay, of course it doesn't give me that, which look up. The word perplexity is inability to deal with or understand something complicated or because they don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, especially you so-called Northern Kingdom. Now you're really starting to wake up and see that you really are some niggas, man. Okay, that the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, okay, is really punishing you, so-called Northern Kingdoms, man. Okay, you know, which the brothers in Chicago, they have a phrase, okay, Ephraim gets it first, but Judah gets it the worst. Yeah, and Esau's coming after you Negroes next. Okay, he's already coming after Levi. Okay, and it's just a time for you, Judah. Okay, you crouching lions to wake the fuck up and see what the hell's going on, because hey, you can see the racial tension in America rising. Okay, You can see it. It's not like back in the day where Esau can throw rocks and hold his hand. Nah, there's cameras now. Okay, so you're able to see the full ability, the full thought process of this fucking devil, man. You know? Luke 21, verse 25. There should be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress the nations with perplexity, the seas and waves roaring. Men's heart failing them for fear, and from looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Exactly. So we see these things, man. You see what distress upon the nations. Okay, seas and waves, referring to the people. Okay, there's riots every single fucking day. It feels like here in Babylon the Great. Okay, especially over this North Kings. Okay, riots that have been going on recently, and it's not just one day. No, they're continuously keep on going on with this thing week in, week out. Okay, so things are heating up. Okay, and we see these signs. This buck moon is what a sign. Okay, this is the book of Joel too. Verse 28. It shall come to pass afterward that I will pour my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahawah come. Yeah, and we see these signs once again. Okay, the Lord showing what wonders. Let's go into that word wonders. It's Mawapath. It says wonder, signs, miracles, portent. Okay, wonder as a special display of Yahweh's power. Okay, so these are all signs and tokens. Okay, for us to seek the Heavenly Father before what He hides Himself. Okay, during this evil time. Okay, and how's He gonna hide Himself? Okay, because you're not gonna see the prophets out there. What the famine of the word's gonna happen, man? Okay, and those who have been sealed up will be sealed up, and those who are made for destruction will be destroyed. But with that, I want to say shalom and call halayim YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, HALAL, QADASH, and shalom akim, shalom, shalom. Lord's will is edifying ones you enjoyed it. Shalom.